This is live. Hello, friends. One friend. How you doing? How you feeling? Wow, two people. How you doing, guys? Wow, two people. How you doing, guys? It's been a while. I don't know if you're new or if you're not new. Welcome. I just took a nap that was way longer than intended and started to feel like I wanted to share some things. And I don't know if I am, because yeah, what I want to share involves like creating a movie and like a soundtrack. And it's so funny how like I'm not gonna make this like a video where I'm just like consistently processing like coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and like I don't know. I don't want this to be like so philosophically deep or anything, but it's just interesting to just point out where I'm at and like how I keep coming back around to the same. Like it seems like I'm going through this like interesting wave, and I went through this like cycle that I haven't seen since like the peak of summer, or at least around then, and I again am being reminded to take on more than what I am right now. Like take on more responsibility, to take on more. Let me make sure that okay. Yeah. To take on more responsibility, to take on more like I'm not doing enough. And it's a paradox, right? It's a paradox of living, because you have like the super it's like this super tapped in, I don't want to say spiritual because we're innately spiritual. So, it's like to accomplish what I want to do in life. Go away, notification. To accomplish what I want to do in life, it's going to require a lot of discipline. And this is like the consistent theme that I keep seeing come up. It's like, I'm not going to get where I want to get by like staying where I am. And that can be really like challenging for me, because it's like it's almost like you just got to keep your head down and focus on the goal at hand. And it's like super counterintuitive to like the counterculture of my generation, and like everything's right now and I'm not thinking about the future, and everything's about the moment. And it's so like I said, the paradox of living is so intrinsic. And so anyways, just to kind of like catch you guys up on what I'm doing, and like I'm in the process of figuring out how the fuck am I going to be a content creator? How the hell, and not just that, but like how is it that I'm going to be able, like how am I going to accurately share? And it's like, this is what I said, like going back to the beginning thought of what I said, like I don't want to be like a constant babble machine of what I could be doing or should be doing, and like having self-pity on why it isn't that I haven't done the things that haven't done. Like it's not about that. But I guess through this processing, I'm realizing how possible it is. And sometimes you just have to like be able to like come on here in this platform, and right as you're about to say what you're about to say, you realize just how ridiculous it is. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason. Like I guess it's just like the motivation from external like confirmation would be really nice. Like having a community, like again, shoulda, coulda, woulda, doesn't matter. But like I feel like a lot of my tribe that would be doing the things, it's not here. this is not where I'm meant to be. Like, where I am is an amazing grounding point for me to build financially and like just in that way, but where I'm going is not here. And it's so funny because it's like I have come across, you know, and I've been preaching for years now, like the hippie lifestyle and like all these different like alternative ways of living and like, and I'm seeing myself like propelled into like city life and seeing how the fuck that's gonna, and not necessarily like me being in the city, but it's that kind of like momentum. Like I see myself being one of those people that are like making a huge difference in the world and like doing something to contribute in a very like fast-paced way. And so that's interesting. And it's like, okay, I'm seeing these things come, like I'm seeing this fruition, or I'm seeing this cultivate in my mind. And thank God, like literally, you guys, thank God this platform exists, because I would never hold myself accountable and I would always be, I would still be doing what I'm doing, but it's like this brings it to life in ways that I need it to. And it's just been really difficult being the only one here like me. Not saying in this platform, but like physically, I just feel like, okay, let's talk about astrology for a second in relation to this, because it keeps coming up. My South Node is in Taurus. This lifestyle, this easy living, this homesteading, this comfort and easy life. And not only that, but like holding my comforts close to me is something I'm very, very familiar with. And then my North Node is in Scorpio with all my other planets, right? In the 9th house. So the things that I'm talking about right now is inevitable, right? In my evolution. But it's also really testing to me because my moon is also in Taurus, right? And so I tend to slumber sometimes. Like I'm always going to be led because Pluto and my North Node are all conjunct in Scorpio. So it's like, it's inevitable where I'm going and all the things that I'm talking about. It's inevitable. But fucking getting there, oh my God. And it's like this interesting tether of like, not the fear of missing out, but like the fear of not actualizing all the things that I want to do because of whatever fucking reason, right? And so it's really hard because it's like this fucking spectrum of existence, right? Like I go from being completely consumed by distractions, and then I want to get rid of the distractions by like deleting apps off my phone and like focusing on like reading and doing these other things. And it's like I keep going, I fluctuate from one end of the spectrum to the other end, and I'm trying to find that middle point. I think we all are, but I'm really trying to find the point where I don't demonize the things that are the very tools that I need to be using. It's like, how do you not abuse the tools? How do I find that balance? And it's like, I have to keep the momentum going, because if I do that, then in that momentum of propelling my life forward, there is balance, because there's less wiggle room, because you have less time to like spin out in your head. It's like, I got to keep going. I got to take more on my plate, and I've got to think about my future, and I've got to think about what I'm building. Hello, this is like the time. This is the time. This means more to me than you even know. The fact that you're here, the fact that you're not, the fact that possibly people will see this means more than, it means so much to all of us. All creators of all kinds. It like the fact that we can just submit this to the world and it's received no matter who watches. It's like it's out there forever. And so the fact that this is out here holding me accountable, it's like I'm trying my fucking best. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm doing the best that I can in the moment. it's really hard when you don't have I'm coming from someone who was always like everything was always pushed from behind. Like I was always propelled by my father and his motivation my whole life, and never having to do things for my own motivation. Like cheerleading was definitely like my own thing. I love that shit more than anything. But like a lot of like, as I'm being shown a lot with children lately, and like the lessons and that dynamic of parent or mentor and child, and like wow, I'm surrounded by children. Like I'm literally anti-summer. Like that's my profession right now. And so, and going to school, which is doing really well, guys. I know it doesn't really matter, but it kind of matters because it can possibly like pay for my fucking university trip. But I have all A's right now. Thanks. I know. Um, but yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that I, it's like it's too much. Like this space can't hold what I want to do, and I'm having to like already prepare myself to let go of where I'm at right now, and that's really hard because it's really easy, cheap living, and I can't hold myself to that. It's the whole reason why I'm in school. There's a whole reason why I'm like inching slowly into the waters of YouTube, and I'm not doing this for anything other than wanting to be like I want to I want to be creative enough to where I don't even know how to begin. Like I don't know how to be a storyteller, but I'm figuring it out cuz my life is pretty freaking interesting. Like my internal processing it is at least, and I just feel like I get these waves of depression. I've been labeling it this whenever I'm like conflicted, and it was like coming up very heavily in the summer, like spring, summer time, like random episodes of just like what I didn't know was depression. Like I didn't, and it may not be depression, but I'm starting to piece together puzzles from other people's stories, and I'm baffled at the fact that this could be depression because how I view depression is not what it actually, you know, not like the way it's been conveyed to me, or how I've interpreted the definition of depression or whatever is not like what it is at all. It's really shocking. So either I'm just like being, what's the word? Being dramatic or whatever. I don't think so. But anyways, so I'm like, as I'm talking, I'm like processing, okay, I can make this a thing, like a sit down Q&As type of like videos and chats and stuff, and like just do that. And like I've been trying to figure out how I can post to the damn community part of this thing, and I think I have to do the YouTube Academy, and this is like really not important information, but like I've been trying to figure, not really, I've been internally, when I remember, trying to figure out how I can like post to the community and see what you guys fucking want. What do you want? Like, what do you want from me? What's most interesting? These things? Give me feedback. Give me feedback. Maybe I should like, I don't know, because so many of you guys are so intimately like been a part of my life for so long. So it's like, you're just friends at this point. And I love that. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out like what could keep my like my creative juices flowing to where I can like put together a fucking movie or something really interesting that I would be really proud of. Man, it's like I'm a visionary. The technical part is like I don't know. You gotta do it all, I guess. Anyways, 3 people. I hope you're not bored by my rants. But this is so important to me. This is all I'm talking about, and this just came out of nowhere. So I gotta be disciplined enough to like continue the momentum, no matter what. I can't just like fall off all the time. You know, I've got to be consistent. That's been like my meditation, is like being consistent and just like just keep the momentum going. So, yeah, I'm going to do some more schoolwork, figure out how the fuck I'm going to like I'm just going to start doing the shit and learn from the ground up. Like, I can't start at movie maker quality. I can't start at like you got to start somewhere. By the way, before I go, just wanted to announce that I will be going on a trip this summer. The entire summer, I plan to go to Mexico and travel all the way down through Central America into South America. And I'm really stoked. And I'm, of course, going to bring you with me. I'm going to make it a thing. I'm going to vlog. I'm going to figure it out. And, yeah, I'm going to figure it out. So these months leading up to it is going to be like grind mode and like figuring it out. And so if you have any suggestions for me from then on, I would really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm in school and I'm gonna try to get another job, and like I'm gonna just try to keep my schedule like as full as possible, so the pressure like propels me to like continue to like produce something in my life, like to continue to keep going, because I have so much free time. Life is so easy. My south node is so happy with my moon, and it's like, all right, it's inevitable that my North Node Scorpio ninth house shit just takes over my life. Always. It's, thank God. Because otherwise, I would be a mess. I would be very uninteresting. I'd just be like cemented to this reality and I wouldn't budge. And that just doesn't sound good to me. So again, I'm trying to figure out how to not focus so much on the comparison of others and trying to be like anything other than what I need to be for myself and where I'm at. And the only way that I can do that is to show up authentically where I am at that given moment, how I authentically am. So it's so difficult sometimes, y'all. It's so difficult to like constantly like share and do the things. It's like you just want to, it's like constantly judging myself of like, wow, this is super narcissistic. Oh, sharing your life so intrinsically. And it's like, you know what? I think it's evolution. I think this is where we're all headed, inevitably. So it's like you can either not join in, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think there's something about this like evolution wave that we're on with technology and sharing and YouTube and like how everything's being so meshed together, and like I think there's something to it, and I think there's something there for me to I think there's something there for me. I think there's why I keep circling back to this fucking thing. It wouldn't be, if it wasn't supposed to like be a part of my life, it wouldn't consistently be circling back in my life. How long have I been on the interwebs of YouTube? Years now. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like do my own thing, and I keep circling back to this thing. So I'm just like, okay, I know I'm rambling at this point, but again, what have I always done on this channel? Processed. Like, I'm always processing. Hey, one day I'll get my shit together, which is like, it's happening slowly but surely, and it's like being patient with myself. Like, I'm so sensitive, y'all. I'm in this damn community where all these people are like cemented to this reality, like cemented to homesteading and cemented to like having babies. And I'm over here thinking that that's what I want to do because I'm such a fucking Libra and Pisces ascendant. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to go with the flow. Why am I not 35 right now? Why don't I have kids? Why don't I have a husband? Why don't I have land? And it's like, girl, because you ain't no, none of that. That's like a long ways away. You have so much life to live and so much to give to this world before then. That is like, whew. Thank God I always snap out of it, right? Anyways, I have a little... I got this jacket today for $10. Yo, this jacket is nice. It's a waterproof. It's like a rain jacket, but it's like a coat. See, your girl is from Florida. We don't know what these things like wool garments are for winter, and we wonder why whenever it is cold, it's miserable because we're wearing like this cotton shit and it's like super humid outside, and so we're dying on the inside because cotton kills in the winter and moisture. But man, moving to North Carolina, you learn about the effectiveness and articles of clothing that you buy and like how important they are. And you know what someone told me the other day, and I almost wanted to slap the shit out of them. They told me that they have this winter blend gasoline that makes your car not get enough, like get the same miles per gallon that it normally would. And that the reason that I don't know about that is because I lived in Florida. Little do they not know, I traveled across the country for like the entire winter of 2016 into 2017. And bitch, I never had any... anyways, I'm like rambling and trying to be funny at the same time. It's not really working. But basically, my car started to lose a lot of gas mileage randomly. And he told me this shit about like a winter blend gasoline. And that I don't know about this because I lived in Florida. And I'm like, bitch, I traveled through Montana and was getting like 400 miles to the gallon. Like, no, there's no such thing. Is there such thing as a winter blend? Y'all want to tell me? I'm not educated, okay? And so, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go. I hear someone coming. They're walking by on the path. You hear them? I think that's my friend Kate. Anyways. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna do this shit. Oh, who's this? Who is this? I can't. I'm 20 minutes late. Yeah, it's all good, dude. This is a good one, in my opinion. I'm gonna try to make it engaging enough. I'm gonna learn. Y'all are gonna watch me become, like, sufficient from the ground up. And you're gonna have all these videos of proof of me bitching and complaining about how I wasn't competent. This is gold. This is like the grassroots videos. Summer 1.0. Oh man, even though there's been a lot since then. 1.0 is not true. This is like, man, years of upgrades to my life and consciousness. And yet I'm still here. I'm so terrified of propelling myself into the unknown because I know that that's a wrap. And my being uncomfortable, who wants to be uncomfortable? Like, tell me right now with a straight face. Do you really like to be uncomfortable? Especially when it comes to your evolution? Like the spiritual calling and like what that would mean and like... You never know until you do it. You never know until you know. Anyways, I could chat with you guys all night. In fact, I wish it was like more. Talk to me, y'all. Comment. Say something. I don't know. You like my cold sore, by the way? That's like cute, right? Thought I'd point it out because, dude, I used to get picked on like a motherfucker from these things when I was a kid, and I used to be traumatized. I would like feel one coming on, and I'm like, oh my god, my life is gonna be over for like 5 days when I have this shit on my face. And that's another thing, like, this past moon cycle for me, like my past period, was really intense. And we all get them, dude. Homie, apparently like 60 to 85% of the population gets them. Because we just keep breeding and we keep swapping spit. And like, that's a virus that stays into your fucking spinal cord. The virus stays dormant. And then whenever something triggers it, it like comes out and manifests as either genital herpes, which is H something virus 2, and then this is H something 1. And so thank God. 2 different types of viruses, and one is the most like mild version, and then the second one is the fucking genital ones, which sounds painful. God, makes you blessed for not sleeping with unclean people, I guess, right? I used to be paranoid about that shit whenever I was like sexually active. I was like, oh my God, that is like my worst nightmare. And I remember I was like kind of dating this guy, and he Joker. Oh my God. I remember like we were like getting intimate, and I think I was like, what, 19 at the time. And this motherfucker told me, like, all nonchalantly, he was like, I got something to tell you, and I just want you to know that, like, it's totally normal. You probably have this, you know, it's really normal. And he told me this motherfucker had, like, I don't know what he said, but, like, it wasn't herpes, but it was, like, something like it. It was, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say herpes, because I don't remember what it was, but I remember looking at him, and I was just like, you know, like in my head, like he was like, oh, it's probably fine, like everyone gets it, it's all good. And I just was just like, yeah, you're cute, but this shit will never happen now. I've always been like really like health conscious, and like if this is the case, we will never mate. Like, I'm not gonna mate with you if I out of your mind. And it was just so funny how nonchalantly, and how he tried to just be like, you probably have them. And I'm like, wait a minute, but I don't, and I'm not going to. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it turns out, like, a couple months later, like, I was hanging out with my friend who was, like, in the same house as this person. And we were hanging out outside, and then he comes out with his guy friend. And it was, like, super awkward, because they were, like, really, like, super, like, intimate and stuff. And, it was just really awkward, because he was clearly, like, at that point gay. And I was just like, that makes sense. Because he probably, bless his heart, he's, like, a very honest guy. And definitely, probably was not getting any vagina. And so, I'm glad to know that he was, like, being truthful with his, like, bisexual desires. Anyways, somebody commented, what'd y'all say? Any man who tries to normalize disease is trash. Lady, you are better than bar hunting dudes. Next, simple. Wait, what? Hold on. What did that? What? Go back. Move on with your vibrant night. I love when people like just like creep in and they don't like know the context of the actual story, and they think that I'm like wasting time on guys that. Like this person who left the comment, obviously, like, dude, this was 4 years ago. I'm just like, story time. This is not bar hunting. This is like a friend that I was just a roommating with, and this is a long time ago. I was still a little baby. My friend just asked if I was gonna call. Yes, I'm gonna call you. I called you earlier. You didn't pick up. Offering random bits of advice. I can't tell because I have this fucking ring light and it's like in the way of the comments. And anyways, I know, like, God bless you for your like comment. I love it. I'm just saying, like, trust me, this girl ain't bar hunting right now. I haven't even been in a bar in 4 years. Man, this water's good. Anyways, y'all, this has been really entertaining, and I hope to do more of this. Maybe I can be a little bit more structured. I don't know. I'm just gonna figure it out. Because it's here. Gotta. So yeah, that's my plans to do this summer coming up, which is if I leave, like, I'm gonna leave literally the day that I don't need internet connection, because thankfully my classes are online, or I've chosen that. And so, fuck structure. Exactly, right? Fuck the structure. But yeah, this is fun. Maybe I'll just do, like, I'll be known for doing all my live videos and just like, I'll figure it out. Got to keep that creativity flowing. And structure is actually really nice. Like, bullet journaling is really nice. I know there's a hype to it, and I definitely am, like, not into that hype in any way, shape, or form. And I couldn't be, regardless, because my Chiron's in Virgo, and your girl, like, as much as she tries, she just, wow, I'm doing the best that I can. But writing things down, and, like, writing things down that you need to do, and, like, the act of, like, crossing it off, it's really nice. And it's I'm getting shit done, dude. Like, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm even talking about the things that I'm talking about, because it's just, like, to the point where it's like I have to take more on, because I'm just spinning my wheels. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing nearly enough of what I could be doing. And if I, like, God bless this place. Thank God for this place that I'm at. I'm so grateful, but this is not where I am meant to be in the long run, and my soul knows it. And it's like I've been so terrified, because I can feel it. I feel it bubbling that I'm not going to be here anymore soon. So while I'm here, I'm taking advantage of every hour that I have, because if I don't, I'm gonna regret it. And your girl is not a fan of regret. I think that's the worst fucking emotion ever. Fuck fear, fuck loneliness, fuck sadness, depression, whatever. Regret, Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. I'm getting up close and personal, and again, a lot of the reasons why I haven't been sharing, because a lot of the times I'm just like, I don't care what people want to judge me for, but you know what? I'm really proud of this. So, let me switch this camera around. How do I do this? How do I do it? Anyways, okay. I made this little toilet thing out of a 5-gallon bucket, and you can get these toilet lids from Walmart, and you just slap it on, you get you some sawdust, and you don't pee in it, obviously. Do not pee in this. But you put your liner in there, you put your, like, your what's it called? Your trash can liner, and you put you shit in here, you put your sawdust in the bucket, and then you have compostable poop. And I don't even think, I mean, I don't even know. I just started using it a few days ago. And so, what was I going to say? And so, I'm so stoked about sustainable shit like that. Like, not to be in the hype with everyone else, but, like, I could take that lid off and travel with that thing, and, like, find a bucket and make a toilet out of anything. It's, like, so simple, and I'm so grateful for innovation. Anyways, would someone comment about that? I can't tell. You're awesome, girl. I'm off grid in a shack in Kansas. Loneliness is my best. Yeah. Well, if you're in a shack in Kansas, I don't know if you have plumbing, but you should make yourself one of those toilets. It just feels so good, because I was like, dude, I'm not about to be making trips in the damn snow to go shit in someone else's toilet. I'm making my own damn toilet. I like commenting just to see you squint to see it. Yeah, dude. Man, I could do this for a really long time. I really could. I have a camping toilet that I bought at Walmart. Yeah, the lid is from Walmart. I think it was like $5, $10. I don't know. It was free for me. But where did my water go? Been tuning in since day one, and I love you for it. If you have been from day one, is this what you like from me? Like, is this what keeps you coming back? Because it's not like I'm here to like conform to what you guys want, but it makes sense. This is a community. This is, again, my like creative expression, and I'm probably gonna sprinkle in some things when I get to that point. I'm just gonna have to force myself getting up at the same time every day and getting everything together, figuring it out. And it's so funny, I keep asking that question and I'm not seeing any comments, but it's okay. I'll be patient. I'll wait for you. God bless you guys for it. And it's like the fact that you're still here. I mean, I don't know. I have my own channel. I love the realness of conscious beings and being real as fuck. Yeah, that's what we're all here for, right? Like, I ain't here to be anything other than that, you know? But I'll just start sharing bits of my life that feel good to me. It's a weird influx, y'all. It's so weird being so scorpionic. Because I'm like so raw and real when I'm sharing, and it's like right there because I'm a Libra and I'm Mercury in Libra and like all these like air things. My moon's in the 3rd house. It's like, and I've got Uranus and Neptune conjunct in my 11th house. It's like all this like intrinsic like and extrinsic like, well, that's like motivation really. Just like all of these different factors of like connecting and sharing and like being a part of this whole thing and like how important it is to me. And at the same time, it's like that scorpionic shame that I'll like look like an idiot. There's so many videos of mine that I've like privated or unlisted because I've been like, oh, I'm an idiot in this 5-second segment of the whole video and I sound retarded. So I don't know if that's scorpionic, but it's like the need to hide, to retreat back into myself and like be narcissistic, you know, and like no one gives a shit. It's just do it. Just do it, you know? Enjoy your energy and your random talks, share a journey. That's why we're here. We're talking story, as they say in Hawaii on the Big Island. We just sit here and talk story. So, thanks for growing with me, y'all. Thanks for growing up with me. It's been a wild ride thus far of me constantly thinking that I have it figured out. At least in the moment. I was thinking about making all of my old videos. Like I mentioned in a previous video that I unlisted all of my old videos and put them in a playlist and like made that private. And I was thinking about having them still unlisted, but I think there's a way that I can make the playlist itself public. So the videos themselves will be unlisted on my channel. Like if you go to videos, that they're not going to show up. But I think in my playlist, I can have them. Just so it's like the OG homies that want to just, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting archives to keep them around. So, because they're really important apparently. So, or at least in my own personal journey. And it's kind of like keepsakes and memorabilia. So, yeah. I'm just going to figure this shit out, you know. And I'm going to try to be true to myself and just like sprinkle in things that keep me going, you know, to keep my motivation going. So I love you guys. I gotta get off the phone. I gotta go call my friend apparently because she didn't get my call. All right, peace, homies. I'm not really like, again, I'm trying to balance the whole social media thing, but keep in touch with me on Instagram. I'm not really doing it. Like, I'm trying to, like, not be an Instagram whore. Oh, I'm off-core. I am off-grid, all right. I'm hardcore off-grid. This structure I actually built. I could actually show you guys. I'll do a little room tour. If that's something that you guys want to see, you have to let me know, man. You gotta let me know. Jason Stoddard. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna let me know what you want. I'll put some options. I'll try to get this community bullshit going on YouTube. I think you have to do the YouTube Academy in order to be qualified to do the community engagement shit. I don't know. So yeah, I'm also taking a Spanish. Well, I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm saying it. I'm not really trying. Doing the Spanish thing for okay. It's teaching English as a foreign language course, and it expires it's like 150 hours total. 120 hours intensive in like grammar and like teaching English as a class, and then 30 hours dedicated to like teaching young learners, because I'm already fucking anti-summer. Like auntie summer, not anti-summer. Auntie summer. And so low power mode. I gotta go. So I'm doing that so that whenever I do go on my travels, like I have something, a certificate that'll get me into the community in some way, like teaching kids and learning how to, and yeah, be a part of the culture and stuff. So that's really important to me. I thought about doing that and teaching in Ecuador, buying some land off grid. Yeah, my friend is actually going to be going to Ecuador. She's in Mexico City right now, and she's heading to the Yucatan, which is what I plan to do, which is so funny. Like, I was like, I definitely want to go to the Yucatan, because when I was sick in Hawaii, I got really sick, and that land was calling to me. Take care of yourself, Summer. Much love. So much love. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, when I got sick, that land was calling to me, like the Yucatan. So I'm definitely going to go there. So I've already like mapped out my journey. And so I'm going to figure that out. And then the rest is history. So love you.